All right, cool. What's your name? How old are you? And where are you originally from?
My name is Will Michael Caldes Isaiah. I'm 27 years old, and I was born in the city of San Diego.
Can you share a little bit about your background and what led you to the current situation?
Uh, sure. First, I started using before it was fentanyl, it was blues, and I was introduced to it by a couple friends. And they say it's like there's nothing new under the sun, but when Fetty came out and the blues came out, it was new. So when I would see my friends smoking I'd see them. I never seen like anybody that felt good, and it gave us put us in a unique perspective. When we would like smoke it would enhance our minds and make us feel good about ourselves.
Are you currently homeless?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you been homeless?
For 3 years.
3 years. And then, so what was your life like before the addiction?
I was just hanging out with my family, going to work, exercising, just trying to always like be better.
How long have you been addicted to Fetty?
uh 5 years.
5 years. Before this came out, what were you addicted to? Anything else?
I would smoke weed here and then, but then I would quit and stuff. It wasn't really like a problem.
And then when you use fentanyl, how does that make you feel?
Well, to like kind of break things down, it makes us feel like different in a couple ways. Like I use it to like numb my legs because I've like when I would smoke it at night and I would wake up, wasn't able to run around and recycle because I needed to smoke it to like numb the pain in our physical body. But before it hit our like physical part, so to speak, like it would numb what's inside of our heart, like the feelings that we're trying to escape from, and then the after effect would make us feel weak, like not having no willpower to do anything, no effort, forgetting like our calling for the day, like every day it's like our what's our why, what uh how are we gonna change the world every day, and it would just kind of slow us down.
What challenges do you face right now when while living on the street and then dealing with this addiction?
The challenges were like again like I would always lose my self control when I didn't have it. Um, I would crack under pressure. I would start taking my anger out on friends and family that they weren't the real issues just because our body needed it. And it came to a point where we would blow our cool and started stealing from stores, going to jail, coming back out, breaking windows, just running wild, not caring about others, and thinking before we do things.
Is Fetty a bad drug? Would you say it's like a bad drug for like being in the world right now?
I know it kind of sounds weird. I don't want to like go into like deep history and like politics, but for me, what I would tell myself when I would see people overdose off of the fentanyl, and I never overdosed or anything because it comes back. It comes back to, for example, like before I was smoking it, I was always being active and stuff and having a strong heart. So basically, like people who would start off early and this and that, and like so to speak, they weren't like in shape, active. Their heart wasn't that strong, so that's why it would people would overdose because your heart couldn't take it. It's like comes from like the strength inside that we build up a tolerance over the years. And I kept looking at tell myself and my friends that I'll tell them like the reason why these people are like overdosing is because if you look back at it, I would ask them questions like, what were you doing before this? Like, I'll tell them how I was always like in shape and it strengthens us inside. So it didn't really have like an effect on us. But other people who, first started smoking and they weren't, so to speak, like conditioning something. I think that's like the key word because we got to condition our body, our mind and our soul. But it's in the inside. I don't know how to break it down to like a scientific point, but it would like, that's why people would overdose because their heart and the pumping in the heart and stuff. It couldn't take that, the receptors.
Have you ever seen anybody overdose out here?
Yeah,
Have you ever seen anybody die over it?
I haven't.
No. But when they overdose, is it pretty bad?
Yeah, when they overdose, we have to get Narcan. They're out. Some people could overdose in like 30 seconds. Some people could overdose like every time when like my friends would overdose, I'd try to run anywhere I could go to try to find Narcan and always come back and give them Narcan and stuff. I guess it like wakes you up. It like blocks the receptors and it like wakes you up.
Do you guys carry Narcan out here?
Yeah.
Does everyone kind of have one, or
Well, I just came out of jail, so it's been a while since I've been carrying it. But I would always tell myself to carry Narcan because there's times where people would overdose, and either I'll just have to run out the McDonald's real quick and go to my friend who had it because I didn't have it in my pocket, or where I would have to run like 3 blocks to someone's room to get it and come back.
what happens when you see them overdosing? What happens?
Um, Most times people just sit there. Other people, it's all about the energy that's being perceived, how you look at it. The main thing is just to not worry at all. Try to work as a team. No, people would just, some people wouldn't care. Some people would just, keep talking and disrupting things. So it's like, if nobody's going to get up and like get the Narcan, like I would have to go run around and get it because we're wasting time just sitting there looking in a backpack or something. So it's like, you look in your backpack, you go that way to try to find it. I'll go that way, try to find it like as a team. So, uh, like it's kind of like how I know how to like run like when it happens, it's like, I know what to do or something like that.
And is everybody willing to help if someone's overdosing and they have a Narcan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And we always tell people that like we don't know around in the area, like when they want to smoke, it's like, yo, like we're not going to let you hit this because we never seen you around here before. You could overdose. How do I know that you've been, had tolerance to it? You could be a new person that, wants to, fit in or something or like whatever it could be. And it comes back to like, it's not meant for everybody. It's only meant for like a select few who knew how to like overcome it in a way.
How do you make your money to go ahead and fund this?
Well, when I first became homeless, I met a couple of good friends right here, and they showed me like areas where I could go recycle. So I started recycling cans, and basically for like 2 years or whatever, like every day, all the money would be to my drug addiction.
Do you have a good support system? Do you have family out here?
Yeah, I consider like when I wasn't homeless and stuff, I had like maybe 2 or 3 friends. But when I came out here, like I looked at everybody as my family. Like we're here to support each other, like homeless or not. Like they were still there, like supporting.
Have you ever been into like any rehab to try to get off of this stuff?
No, I haven't. It comes back to like when the person is ready to change, like
Right.
trying to throw someone in rehab or like when I was like, even though like when I was thrown in jail, I had to overcome the feeling of it. I would always tell myself like, I'm in jail. I need to stop worrying about getting high out there. Like I'm all I got right now. So I need to focus on ways to harness energy to like forget about what's going on and focus on the now.
If somebody was considering on starting to use fentanyl, what's some advice you would give them?
I would tell them, don't even try it because, the studies show like just a little bit could overdose someone. And even if somebody is like an athlete or conditioned and stuff, like everybody's heart's different. Like for some people, they overdose, but like, uh, they black out. And sometimes they'll black out by themselves while no one's over there, but they'll still come to because, like the heart was still pumping and knows how to do things. But if they take more amount of it and no one's there, if no one Narcans them, the heart's going to stop and stuff. So it comes back to like knowing what level you're at with it and knowing how much you could take, knowing the outcomes. You got to run the system back, like run scenarios and like look at the past and see how it affects you and how it helps you and what are the negative effects where how it could be your downfall by like smoking too much where you go out.
What's some advice that you would give a younger version of yourself, or to anybody else that might be at risk of following the similar path?
I would just honestly tell them like don't even try to do it because there you got family and stuff and you don't want to be out here. Like some people when they come out here and become homeless, like they can't endure, they can't overcome the the psychological, the warfare, and we see people like that just can't take it no more. That's why like we're all a family and try to help people, try to help people like overcome like the way how I overcame it. So I'm trying to teach people like when they're sick, like when I was sick, I needed to take a hit. And I'm trying to tell other people like how to just focus on the energy and how to give yourself positive affirmations and like drink water. We need to drink. We need to eat food because
What's the craziest thing that you've seen that from someone that needed that fix?
say that again. Like
What's the craziest thing that you've seen where so that's somebody something that somebody done to like get a fix?
it comes back to people robbing each other physically. End of a life taken. Uh,
So
just crime.
so people are willing to go to jail just to get that fix. It doesn't matter. It's not going to stop them.
It comes back to it's either now or never. It's like it's either I'm gonna be in pain or it's I got to get it now, and I don't care about the consequences.
If you can have any person watch this video, who would that be, and what would you tell? What would you want to say to them?
Uh, mm-mm.
And you can dig deep into your heart, man.
I'll say like to my family and my friends, family members. Basically like they say like you became homeless and you went down a wrong road and stuff like that, but it comes back to like for me in my perspective, it's like I need it. Right, I kind of need it. Like it kind of helps me. Even though like it sounds bad in a way, but it just comes back to how other people need medicine and how other people need alcohol, how other people need to go to the gym, how other people need to use steroids, how other people need to use tea, pain meds, and it's like we can't look at that because like too much of anything could kill you. Too much water, so it comes back to like even though like they look at it as like the worst thing, but it's like medicine. There's people with medicine. It's like I would always tell myself, I was like, you guys want me to quit fentanyl? How about you guys quit those drugs that you get from the store and come out and recycle and run around with me and endure to know like how what I'm feeling and like why I need it to help me because if it doesn't help me, like I kind of uh, I can't really move and stuff.
I guess the last question: are you really an Angel fan?
Yeah.
You are.
hmm
Are you? Dang, I thought you were gonna be like a Dodger fan, man.
Well, actually, I like all teams. Like I like California teams, and I like the East Coast teams too, like Boston Red Sox, the White Sox.